Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 1 of Rebuilding FC Nuremberg. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash the like button, and if you're brand new, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Smash the like button, subscribe, and go and check out all my other content and stick around for all my new content, because when the full game drops, I've got loads coming. If you want to try and win the full game, the new game, FM20, I've got a competition running that will end on the 19th of November. I've got 4 copies to give away altogether. One of those copies though is going to be between my patrons. If you want to support the channel that little bit more, you could become a patron. Not only will you have a great chance of winning a copy of FM20 because there's less people in the pots, you'll also be a part of my very first database with Munchen Club. Now, talking to German teams, we're here with a German team, and I've wanted to do this rebuild for a long time now, ever since really I did the Werder Bremen rebuild on FM19. Now, when I was researching that rebuild, I was looking for a fallen giant of German football, and at the time I was only doing teams in top flight. So I looked at the most successful teams to ever win the Bundesliga. Obviously Bayern Munich are at the top, which, you know, that's no shock. And then I just assumed it'd be Borussia Dortmund. They're third. The second most successful team ever to win the Bundesliga, or in Germany, is this team, Nuremberg. Now, if you're part of the freaking pronunciation police, I've looked online. I listened to a German person say it, and they said Nuremberg. So that's what I'm saying. I know there's Nuremberg, I think that's the city, but they pronounce the team Nuremberg. That's what I'm saying. So if you are part of the pronunciation police, piss off. Anyway, hopefully you're going to enjoy this. Now, also quickly, if you are a fan of Forest, I'm going to do one more season with Forest. That will be out some point this week. Do not stress out. I needed something fresh. I wanted a new challenge. I wanted to dip my toe into Germany before I went to Germany full time with the Munchen Club series. So here we are. And yeah, it's awesome. Great kits, by the way. Great club. But it's a club that obviously, I think it's been a bit of an up and down kind of club for the last few years. You'll see they've spent a few years down below in the second division. They must have got promoted and then they got relegated last season. So it's a shame. I mean, it's perfect club for a rebuild. Here we are on the general page, and the nickname is Der Club. Is that just the club? Founded in 1900. What a great year. Great year. Now our rivals, we have no fierce rivals. Everybody loves us. We've got some other rivals. Bayern's one of them. Munchen's one of them. All local. Because when it comes to money, we've got some in the bank. They won't give me any. So I wasn't going to be able to buy anyone. We have just been relegated. But when I looked into the deals that have been made this summer, I was quite shocked. Now, they've done a lot of business over the summer. This is all what's happening in real life. They spent 7 million. But they sold some of their best players, 2 of the best players, to a rival, Hamburg, who are in the same division as us and are going to be competing with us. Also, one to Hertha Berlin. And as you can see, we're only predicted to finish 4th, which is, I think the top 2 go up and then the third go into a playoff. And in Germany, the playoffs are well exciting. I think it's better than what we do in England. I think you go into like a relegation playoff with a team from the division above, which I think is cool. I love that. So yeah, we got relegated with Stuttgart and Hanover. They're the 2 favourites to go back up, and we've got Hamburg, who we sold 2 of our players to. But then you look at some of the teams, all other teams in this league, Dresden, St. Pauli. You know what I mean? There's some class teams. It's a really good division. It's actually the 25th best league in Europe, which ain't too bad. You got the Championship up there in 19th, but I was surprised by some of the players that would come if we had money. Onto the club vision, and this was to develop players using the club's youth system, which is great. I've got a few issues with it. I will talk about them in future episodes. Sign players to sell for profit. It'd be nice to be able to do that, wouldn't it? Work within the wage budget. They want me to get the playoffs minimum, 3rd round of the cup minimum, and then they've got, obviously, they want us to get back to the Bundesliga eventually, which I think we can do, because we've got not just 1 but 2 good tactics. Now, of course, I was going to use the VOLCANO. I love this tactic. It's my favourite ever tactic. But I noticed with Forest we did well, and we've had a few dips. And it's not been that perfect, I don't believe, even though I've done alright with Forest. First year in the Premiership, we finished 6th, I wish, and then we finished 7th. So we've not done bad. Got to a Europa League final. But my friend Tenacious G, who is easily the best Twitch Football Manager streamer going, forget the rest. Once you find G, you won't go back. He's brilliant. He keeps the chat going. He's a lovely fella. He used to do YouTube, one of my very good friends. He's kind of come up with this tactic. I don't know if he did it with his Twitch viewers. I don't do much Twitch. And he's got a name for it. I've called it the G-Dog. And it's been pretty brilliant. So I will say now, I don't use it too much this first year, but I am playing the second season as we speak, and I do use it then. So remember it. Remember it. I won't make it available yet. Wait till episode 2. I'm going to show you some things about it. And then I'll make it available. It's up to you then to decide if you want to try it out, but it's pretty special. Staff-wise, I'd say we're pretty average. We've got good defence coaching, good technical coaching, but as always, I like to strip it back. Plus, my favourite assistant, and if you're an hardcore viewer now, and you've watched all my rebuilds, you know who my favourite assistant manager is. He's German, he's unemployed, and I was going to try and bring him into Nuremberg and dominate. We're like a tag team, man. You know what I mean? We're like little and large. Low and hardy. Do you know what I mean? Ant and Deck. Except he's the one with the big forehead. A quick look at the trophy cabinet, and you'll see 9 Bundesligas. Dortmund has 8. We both have 4 Pokals, us and Dortmund. The only thing Dortmund's got is that Champions League trophy. So, although similar to maybe Huddersfield, who have 3 top flight titles, the majority of their titles came back in the 20s. Bloody long time ago. A long time ago. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles there. And the other 4 got one in 1936. They got one in. Alright, so they were the first club to win the title after the World War. That's pretty cool. And then they won one in 61, 68, and then I think that's it. That's it. So it's been a long time, but it's still theirs. It's still their history, isn't it? You can't take that away. Now, when it comes to the stadium, I love its name. The Max Morlock Stadium. Sounds like a wizard, doesn't it? Max Morlock. Sounds like he's got powers. He's out in the Marvel Universe. Best mates with Dr. Stephen Strange, whatever his name is. So yeah, brilliant. We just don't own it. And it's only going to cost us 3.1 million a year to rent. What? It's 50,000, but it's only got 36,000 seats. So we've got standing. Atmosphere will be amazing. It's German football. Just need to get it off the council. So I wonder if they ever did own it, because I think it's a great looking stadium. I love it. I love its look of it. I love its shape. And the training facilities are brilliant. We've got great training facilities, great youth facilities, and the complex itself is amazing. The city of Nuremberg is amazing. It's beautiful, picturesque, absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be living here for a bit. Really happy. But I want to, not only if I can, the trouble is I've got no money, right? So if we can invest in the club, that's great. But it was going to be a challenge. Now, you may or may not know, there's a rule in Germany. I think every club follows this rule apart from Red Bull, and that is the 50+1 rule. So 51% of a club is always owned by its fans. The other 49 can be owned by whoever. So that means no one can come in like a dictator and change the colour kit of the kit from blue to red. They could try. They'd have to put it to the fans, and they'd get the vote. So I think Leipzig, and not Leipzig, is it? It's 1860 in Munich. They had trouble with their owner. He's rich. He wanted to try and wrestle control. He can't. He wanted to change things. He can't. He stopped putting money in. He's a bit of an arsehole. So things can happen like that. But fans do get the final say. But you do get a chairman, obviously. We've got Tomo, we call him, here at Nuremberg. And to be fair, and I don't know if this is him, and I've only played 2 teams now, and I've played Forest and Nuremberg now. And I've noticed, which is, I think, better than compared to FM20 and all the older versions, is when you first come to a club, you'd come in real life and say, right, well, I'm here. You've given me the job. Let's move things forward. We need to improve this. We need that. And they'd probably say yeah to some of it if they've got the money. On older versions of this game, they'd say, no, you've not been here long enough for absolutely everything, apart from maybe this data analysis facilities. They always say yeah, because it costs about £10 to improve it. But I've noticed, and I've only been at 2 clubs, so I've either had great chairmen or they have loosened it up a bit. They are a bit more willing to do things quickly. I know this is a great league, so its reputation must be good, because all the good young English or youth players in England who you can normally get in the Championship were willing to come out here to Germany, which is fantastic. So I needed a backup striker, and we brought in Ryan and Brewster from Liverpool. I wanted more in the middle. James Garner came up. I think he's a good young player. I think he'd be a good squad player. That's what I've got him as. Again, massive prospect, loads of potential, good passer of the ball. Great addition. This one I was well happy with, really, because I think he's, again, another good young player, another good young English player. Won't do him any harm coming out to Germany to play some football. Don't know how much he'll play. The last player I loaned isn't a youth player. I needed help at left back, and I use my technique where it's not a technique. You probably do it yourself. But sometimes there isn't anything on the loan list, so go to the transfer list, and teams will often let you loan a player because no one's interested in buying him. So that's what the case of this was. He wasn't up for loan, he was up for sale. Now, we already had a pre-season arranged and it was a bit sketchy, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we had a great result against Leipzig, and they're a team that should be annihilating us in my opinion. I know they won in friendlies, played one of our affiliates, got beat off Auxerre, and then, no word of a lie, that was already in place. I had nothing to do with it. I just thought it was awesome that Forest were coming to play me. Because I've just been Forest manager, and I still am Forest manager, so I just thought it was awesome. Couldn't beat them though. This is a squad, and we've got the ability and the potential there. I've also put the value on. I'll try and remember to do that in the future if someone asks for it. So yeah, I mean, if we click the ability, the squad itself looks okay all around. I don't think it's that bad. The only trouble is I've got a striker here who's decent, 26-year-old Swede, whose contract's running out. So that was going to be an issue at the end of the season, but you know, you can always find a good striker, I think. I don't think that's an issue really. We've got other players that are probably going to want to leave because they just come down, and some of them are probably too good to be in this division. Some of them will get people coming in for them, but they're a good team, and I've added some good players on loan. We had every chance of bouncing straight back out. So I'm going to show you my best 11, and my goalkeeper is Christian Mathina, I think he's called, 27-year-old German. Who ain't bad, great reflexes, good handling, good goalkeeper. Over to me right back, and my number one right back is Oliver Sorg, who is German, 29 years old, not very quick, pretty decent tackler, can throw a ball. Handsome dude, actually. If you think of a typical German, you think of Oliver Sorg. Now, of course, you've already seen me left back, but I'll show him again quickly just so you get the full idea. And again, he is decent, but you'll see why. I think Oliver Sorg is for me right back, and I think the other left back's this kid. He's got a bit of potential, so he probably will play. I just needed something else. Now, centre half, we've got some decent players. I want to say Margarita. George Margarita. Do you remember that song? Shocking. 30-year-old Austrian, he's alright. We've got Asger Sorensen, Danish, 23 years old. I like him. Hopefully we can keep him young. Lucas Mule, 22-year-old German, who I do quite like, although he ends up becoming a bit of a pain in the dick. Onto the centre, and even though I brought two guys in on loan from England, we've got some good players here that fit the tactic really. Some of them fit it better than others, but we've got some good players. Hanno, again, lots of Germans, I like it. He's a great player in Hanno Behrens, I like him a lot. That guy from the Czech Republic, decent. I can't say his name. Johannes Gayes, he's a bit gay. He's 25 years old, German, again, he's decent. Alexander Fuchs, I don't know what he fucks. He shouldn't be fucking anything because he looks underage. 22, looks about 12. Patrick Eras, he's decent. I like someone who's got good scene work. So, decent in the middle, we're looking strong. Over to the right wing, and actually this is Virgil. I'm going to do both wings on the same one because he's my left winger. And Mr. Medeiros, Portuguese geezer with lovely teeth, he's my right winger. And then, like I said, going forward, we've got Mr. Mikhail in his last year. He looks like someone I used to go to school with him. He does. Then we've also got Nicola Dovendan, Austrian, who again pretty decent. And obviously we've got Ryan Brewster as well. So this is a team that should compete. And I'm giving them every chance to, because look at this. Now people keep asking me, how do you do it? Do a video on getting staff. It's not hard. I don't get why anyone needs a video. It's dead easy. So this is my coaching team, and what I did was, as well, he's not on here, he's on the scouting bit, was director of footballs and technical directors are the same thing. You can attach them to the same duties. Now, directors of football in this game are alright, but for some weird reason, technical directors, there's millions of them that are regens and scary good. So I've got a technical director. I've also got a pretty decent head of youth. I've got a fantastic goalkeeper coach, 2 fitness, I've got a good spread of coaches, and of course we've brought in Mr. Philip Lau. The guy's a legend. He's my #1 assistant. I love it a bit. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the thing, or they're going to change it after the beta, but there are certain roles, only certain ones that have a lot of regens that are amazing. The technical director is one of them, so I've picked up Adam Dennis, who looks wired on some form of drug. He's a French geezer, 40 years old, and he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have in fact played one game because I was trying to get things done to a good point, and I was happy with showing you what was going on. So we played Dynamo Dresden. I love Dynamo Dresden. He used to be a content creator. He's a young lad. He didn't last for long, but he had a decent channel, about 1,000 subs. And I used to watch him years ago before I became a creator, so he's probably older now. He will be older, 5 years older. And he did a Dynamo Dresden series. Can't remember his name, but it was a great series. What is also great is that. Now, you never see this kind of stuff when you first start a club. Not in the older games. A lot of that I would have been told to piss off. So, I mean, coaches allowed, they've let me expand that. Data, they usually do that. Physios let me have some. Leadership courses, usually you can do that. But improve the youth facilities. They let me improve the scouting. They were looking for an affiliate club. A money affiliate. Straight away. That is the best thing ever, I think. Because it normally takes ages to do that. And let's jump forward to January and let's see how I've been getting on. I can't stress to you how much fun German football is. And we're going to start here straight away with the league, and we were 5th at this point on 32 points. We weren't too far off the top 3, but I wasn't doing as well as I wanted to. But I was going to stick with the tactic, like I said, for this year. Tried a few games with the G-Dog tactic, and it's a good tactic. But I thought I'm going to let them train it this year and maybe try and switch that for the second season. But for now, I was sticking with the Volcano, but I do believe, I don't know if it's as good as, I just thought with the team I had, I would be doing a lot better. The tactic's decent defensively, and we're 3rd with 11 goals conceded, only 2 less than Stuttgart. I mean, Stuttgart and Hamburg, good teams. I just feel like Nuremberg has been a forgotten team. We need to get them back there. It's scoring goals where we kind of, well, we're lacking really. Only scored 20. Jan Ransenberg, who I've never heard of, dominating. But these are our results in the league, and it's been too much of a rainbow for my liking. Too many colours, too many mixtures of colours. We drew with Hamburg, which, you know, they're a good team, so that's not bad. St. Pauli, we drew with them. We beat Hanover, who got come down with us, and I predicted to finish above us. We got beat off Stuttgart, which was massively disappointing. And just been beat off freaking Dynamo Dresden, who we beat in our first game. So this is why I thought I was going to stick with a tactic. I don't like messing around with things throughout the season. I like to stick to my guns, at least from A to B. But I was glad because I just felt like I needed to try something new. And I'm not really a tactic guy. My mate's not really. He's kind of stumbled upon it, messing about. And it's worked amazing for him. So I thought, let's get him trained in it, and then next summer, we'll go for it. Now, when it came to the Pokal, we started off in the first round against Osnabrück. I think that's how you say it. Apologies if I'm wrong. Beat them 3-1. 2 goals from Kirk, and another geezer scored. And we played okay. Next up, we played that team. Exactly. In the second round, beating them 2-1 with our main striker, Mikhail, getting both our goals. We dominated though. Should have been a silly amount. It should have been like 10-1. And then next up, in the third round, we're going to be playing FC St. Pauli. I like this team. I've never played as them, but I do like them. They're the kind of team that one day I will have a go at. This is my squad arranged by Vidrating, and I'm disappointed as with them as a whole, really. Now, my left-backs played on loan. The kids who I've loaned in haven't. The good players, I just think they may be. I didn't realise. The guys I already had were pretty good. I just need to swell out that squad, and I'm happy I've got them. I just wish they're just not. I'm not needing them, but maybe. Oh, I don't know. I've enjoyed it. I love playing German. I love playing in Germany. It's great. I've done it a few times, especially on FM19 at different levels, and it's fun. I love the clubs. I just love the idea of being in Germany because I am part German. I can't speak any though. Can't speak English, but I'm just disappointed, man. I mean, I wanted more all-round better average ratings. When it comes to goals, our main guy, he's wanted, unhappy, wants a new contract, whatever. Now, I will say to you about contracts, there's a good little touch now. At the end of the season, they'll tell you, don't they, the staff, contracts running out soon, players' contracts running out soon. Well, an addition to FM20 is they'll tell you, doesn't deserve one, needs to sign one, he won't sign one, and I think that's a great little addition. So this might be this kid's last year, because it just ain't doing it for me. Financially, the money's dropping. We've got nought to spend. So there's been nothing happening in the transfer window. This club hasn't got a lot of money, and I don't even think when you get in the Bundesliga, you're not going to get Premier League money. But we need to do what we can. So if I can sell off kids, sell off players, trim that squad down, I will, because I have got Nuremberg 2. It's got some decent players in it. It's got a decent value, so my plan was to try and clear the decks, really, and get as much money in as possible. But getting a financial affiliate so early, got one in South Korea, I think it's brilliant. Hopefully, we can get another one. We're still in the cup, although I'm not that asked. If we got knocked out, that's fine. I really want to concentrate on the league, and I don't want cup games taking that away from us. But I will try. I never play to lose, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I mean, we're 5th on 32 points. We need to start picking up points and hoping other teams drop them points. I've jumped forward to the end of the season. I'm conscious of time with this first episode, so we're not doing a run-in like I normally do. We'll do that next episode, but we're going to kick it off here against St. Pauli. Like I said, I didn't play to lose. We just got battered. Well, to not spoil it, I'm going to show you some important games along the way. And one of the teams we were battling out with was Heidenheim. Great name. So to go to their place in a very even game, in my opinion, and win 2-0 was great. Now, a few weeks later, St. Pauli. Yeah, they may have knocked us out of the cup, but we went back there in the league and did it where it mattered. It matters in the league when we need to get out of this league. So I'd take this game over that cup game any day, and we played brilliantly. The team I mentioned before, the team I've never heard of, the team had a great first half of the year. We beat them. So, I mean, we started to really pick up, we weren't perfect, but we started to pick up important results going into the end. But the best game of all was the second to last game of the season. The last game we lost, and we shouldn't have lost, but we did. But this game, this is Stuttgart, the best team in the league. It was a thriller. Bang even. So to just edge it and get the winner, by the way, in the 93rd minute. So we managed to finish 3rd. I won't show you the table just yet. And when you finish 3rd, you play the bottom, I think, of the Bundesliga in a playoff, a relegation playoff. Which is great in a way, because you can finish bottom of the Bundesliga and survive. You know, and it's tough for us because we're not going head to head with one of our peers. We're going head to head with someone who's supposed to be better than us. And it's Augsburg. Anyway, 2-2 at their place. You play them over 2 legs, and it was even though I think we edged it in ability. It was an even game. We had just enough in the tank. We played better. They didn't have nothing going on for them, I'll be honest with you. We just played a lot better. We got our goal in the second half. 1-0 was enough to take us back home to the Bundesliga. Now reverse the dates, and if you look at that running, that's exactly what we needed. It's like we clicked into gear, links up started to happen on the squad, do you know what I mean? So I think we finally twigged with it, and I started to get a little bit more faith in the VOLCANO and started to think, should I stick with it next season? But I'm going to have to experiment over the summer. That's what I was going to do. But after this run here where it was like, we're just trying to throw it all away. They're friendlies, by the way. Look at that, it was fantastic. To just lose, well, from the start of February, we only lost 1 game. That was the last game of the season, so really happy. Like I said, we did just enough, finishing 3rd. Only 1 point above that team I showed you that we beat earlier on. So I was happy. I mean, there's no one in the top average ratings, there's no one in the top goals, no one in the assists. But as a team, we came together at the end and we did it. We did just enough, and I loved every freaking minute of it. The only trouble is we've got no money now, and trust me, I get no money when I get to Bundesliga. It's going to be a freaking challenge next year. So there we go. That is the end of episode 1. I've absolutely loved that season. I've loved this club. I can't wait to play more of it. It's giving me that excitement. I really am enjoying it so much. So hopefully you're enjoying it enough to smash the like button anyway, and even subscribe if you are brand new. And if you want to help the channel a little bit more, you can pledge to my Patreon. Don't forget, you'll be in the new series, and you'll have a great chance of winning a copy. And if you want to win a copy, go and find the old video on my video list, and it'll tell you how to enter. So good luck to everyone who does. I can't wait to draw that and have more people out there enjoy this great game, because I think it is pretty awesome. I'm enjoying it. I like it. I think it's awesome. I can't stop playing it. And my wife's away tonight, and my son's at his grandma's, so guess what I'm doing? Football manager, football manager, football manager, football manager. That's it. That's all I'm doing with my life, because I haven't got a life. So yeah, thank you as always for taking the time out of your busy day. I really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, the new tactic I'll make available next episode. Let's see how it works out first, eh? Got a tough season in the Bundesliga. You better join me. Have a great day. Stay safe. I love you. I'm Booed. I'll see you next time.